For over 2 decades, Song Hye Kyo has been a massive Hallyu star, but her journey hasn't been without ups and downs. Public heartbreaks, career slumps, and scandals threatened to take her down. After years of navigating the industry, she's now stronger than ever, proving that true icons don't fade, they just rise again. From the very start, life wasn't exactly smooth sailing for Hye Kyo. Her father left when she was just a child, and from then on, it was just her and her mother against the world. In a rare interview from 2011, she opened up about how much her mother meant to her, calling her the only real family she's ever had. She recalled how hard her mother worked to raise her alone, sacrificing everything so that Hye Kyo could have a better future. Now, with fame and fortune on her side, she sees it as her turn to take care of the woman who never gave up on her. As soon as she was able to do things on her own, Hye Kyo was on a mission to make her mother proud, and she didn't waste any time because at just 14 years old, she won the Sun Kyung Smart Model contest, landing her first gig as the fresh face of a school uniform brand. It was a small start, but for Hye Kyo, it was the first step towards something much bigger. That same year, she stepped into the world of acting with a minor role in First Love, and from there, her climb to the top was unstoppable. Hye Kyo's real breakthrough came in 2000 when she starred in Autumn in My Heart. The heartbreaking love story didn't just make viewers cry, it turned her into a household name across South Korea, China, and all of Southeast Asia. Practically overnight, she became the face of the huge Hallyu wave that was about to take the world by storm, and just 4 years later, she took things even further. By 2007, she was officially one of the biggest stars in Asia, ranking 8th on the list of the most recognized actors and actresses of that time. But it wasn't just acting where she was gaining attention. That same year, she made history as the first Korean actress to ever appear on the cover of Vogue Korea, proving she wasn't just a TV star, she was a worldwide icon. Luxury fashion brands rushed to work with her, and Celine even designed a handbag in her honor. The Miss Song bag was as exclusive as it gets, with fewer than 100 pieces ever made. But Hye Kyo didn't just take the honor and walk away, she made sure all proceeds from the sales went to charity, giving back to the community that had lifted her to stardom. Just like any A-list celebrity, Hye Kyo's life wasn't all glitz and glamour, especially when it came to her love life. No matter how much she accomplished, it seemed like the public was always more interested in who she was dating rather than what she was working on. Over the years, she gained an unfair reputation as someone who dates every male co-star she works with netizens side-eyeing her for switching boyfriends every few years. But love isn't exactly easy when you're one of the most famous women in Korea, and for Hye Kyo, romance often comes with just as much heartbreak as happiness. The first time she went public with a relationship was in 2003 when she was dating Lee Byung-hun, her co-star from All In. Not long after the drama ended, Hye Kyo and Byung-hun confirmed that they were, in fact, a couple. But instead of receiving love and support, the relationship sparked lots of controversy. Byung-hun was 11 years older than her, and many Koreans weren't thrilled about the age gap. Despite the backlash, the two seemed genuinely happy, always holding hands whenever paparazzi caught them together. For a while, it really did look like a fairy tale, but just a year later, the couple called it quits. And if that wasn't bad enough, the internet quickly turned against Hye Kyo, accusing her of being the reason for the breakup. Rumors started swirling that she had fallen for her Full House co-star, Rain, and before long, the whispers turned into full-blown accusations. Things got so out of control that both Hye Kyo and Rain had to issue official statements saying they were just close friends. Even years later, the relationship left its mark on her. When asked in a 2014 interview which romance was the most memorable in her life, she simply answered that she will never forget her first love. Byung-hun wasn't the last co-star to steal Hye Kyo's heart. In 2008, she once again turned on-screen chemistry into real-life romance, this time with Hyun Bin, her co-star from Worlds Within. From the moment they appeared on screen together, viewers were hooked. Their connection felt so natural, so effortless that dating rumors immediately took off. And once again, the internet got it right, because in 2009, the couple officially announced that they were together. But as much as the public loved them, the pressure of their fame was slowly ruining them. After 2 years of dating in the public eye, it all came crashing down. In 2011, Hyun Bin's agency confirmed the breakup, explaining that their packed schedules and the overwhelming media scrutiny had taken a toll on their relationship. The public attention had turned from admiration to constant invasion, making it impossible for them to just be a normal couple. After 2 high-profile relationships with her co-stars, Hye Kyo took things to the next level. This time, she wasn't just dating a colleague, she was marrying one. In 2017, she tied the knot to Song Joong-ki, her co-star from Descendants of the Sun, in what was supposed to be the ultimate Hallyu fairy tale. But instead of a happily ever after, this love story turned into the biggest heartbreak of her life. Fans were already obsessed with their characters in Descendants of the Sun, but what they didn't know was that a real-life romance was unfolding behind the scenes. Throughout 2016, the two were spotted together multiple times, sparking rumors that they were dating. But each time, their agency shut down the speculation, insisting that they were just friends. And then, out of nowhere, a surprising announcement dropped. In July 2017, both agencies released a joint statement announcing that Joong-ki and Hye Kyo were getting married. Fans were completely shocked because there had been no confirmation that they were even dating, and now they were skipping straight to marriage. It was a plot twist no one saw coming. Their wedding, held on October 31st, 2017, was legendary. It wasn't just a ceremony, it was a star-studded event packed with A-list celebrities, making it feel more like an award show than a private event. But as dazzling as their wedding was, their happiness was short-lived. Just 20 months later, everything fell apart. The entire country was shaken when Joong-ki's agency suddenly announced that he had filed for divorce. The shocking part is that Hye Kyo allegedly found out about it at the same time as the public. One day she was married, and the next day her name was all over the headlines, but for all the wrong reasons. And because Joong-ki was the one who filed the divorce, the rumors exploded. The internet went wild, speculating that Hye Kyo must have done something to ruin the marriage. Some claimed the split had to do with children since Joong-ki supposedly wanted them, while Hye Kyo, who had once said she'd take a break from acting if she became a mother, never did. Others believed their breakup was messy and sudden, with some insiders suggesting there was tension behind the scenes that no one saw coming. Eventually, Hye Kyo's agency stepped in, shutting down the more dramatic theories and stating that their split was due to differences in personality. But no matter what the official reason was, the divorce clearly took a toll on her. During her marriage, reports surfaced that she had lost a significant amount of weight, to the point that her wedding ring no longer fit her fingers. She had gone from a glowing bride to someone who looked like the weight of the world was on her shoulders. When Hye Kyo's divorce made headlines, netizens wasted no time blaming her for the split. But the backlash wasn't just about her breakup. Many still held a grudge from her 2014 tax evasion scandal. Between 2009 and 2011, Hye Kyo reportedly failed to pay $2.5 million in taxes, a revelation that shocked the public. In Korea, tax scandals are a huge deal, especially for celebrities who earn massive paychecks per episode. She quickly apologized, claiming she had no idea her accountant had underreported her taxes, but despite repaying the money in full, the damage was done. Her once spotless image took a hit, and even years later, the controversy followed her, resurfacing every time her name was in the spotlight. Her whirlwind romances and unpaid taxes were not the only point in criticism in her life, because some people also took issue with her acting choices, claiming she had become too predictable. The first real wave of backlash hit in 2008 when she starred in Worlds Within. Up until then, Hye Kyo had been doing amazing, with every drama she touched turning into a massive success. But Worlds Within was a different story. From the very first episodes, viewers weren't impressed, and the ratings reflected that disappointment. Netizens tore apart her acting, saying her delivery felt unnatural and that the way she spoke was confusing. The backlash got so intense that the drama's staff had to step in to defend her, publicly stating that even Hye Kyo herself wasn't happy with how she performed in the first few episodes. They reassured audiences that she had worked on improving her acting and urged them to give her a chance. But once the criticism started, it didn't stop. Media outlets went after her with full force, publishing brutal headlines claiming she was in desperate need of acting lessons. It was a major low point in her career. Determined to prove everyone wrong, Hye Kyo pushed forward, and her hard work paid off. In 2013, she made a huge comeback with That Winter, The Wind Blows, where she delivered a performance so strong that it earned her a Daesung Award. Then, just 3 years later, she had the entire world in a chokehold with Descendants of the Sun. If you were alive in 2016, there was no escaping that drama. It was the biggest hit of the year, smashing viewership records and taking Hye Kyo's career to new heights. Although Descendants of the Sun brought her career to an all-time high, it also marked the beginning of a downward spiral. Of course, her marriage and divorce from Jung-ki played a massive role in the shift, but there was something else. The public was growing tired of seeing her in the same kind of roles over and over again. By this point, Hye Kyo had become the queen of melodrama. No one could deliver an emotional line or cry on command quite like her, but after years of playing similar characters, viewers started mentally checking out. And then came 2021, her first drama after a 3-year hiatus, Now We Are Breaking Up. The public had high expectations for her return, but instead of excitement, the reaction was disappointment. Once again, she was playing a fashionable, career-driven woman with relationship struggles, a role that looked almost identical to everything she had done before. It was too familiar, too safe, and people were bored. For the first time in her career, people started questioning her range as an actress. The criticism was harsher than ever, and if Hye Kyo wanted to stay at the top, she needed to do something drastic to shake things up. And that's exactly what she did, because everything changed when Hye Kyo took on the lead role in The Glory. This wasn't another melodramatic love story. This was a dark, intense revenge thriller, something she had never done before. Fans were eager to see a new side of her, and when the drama aired, she blew everyone away. It was clear she knew exactly what people had been saying about her over the years, and with The Glory, she shut them all down. But stepping outside her comfort zone wasn't easy. Despite being in the industry for over 2 decades, Hye Kyo admitted she was nervous. She knew that expectations were sky high after all people had criticized her for being too safe with her roles, but from the very first episode, she proved everyone wrong. More than just changing her image, The Glory changed her relationship with her job. In interviews, Hye Kyo revealed that she had lost passion for acting at one point, feeling like she was repeating the same roles over and over again. But The Glory reignited that passion like never before. After the drama's success, she started receiving diverse and exciting role offers, something she hadn't experienced in the past. Directors had finally seen what she was truly capable of, and now she had endless possibilities ahead of her. It's safe to say that thrillers might just be Song Hye Kyo's new thing. Fresh off the success of The Glory, she took on yet another intense and gripping role in the psychological thriller Dark Nuns, and once again, she delivered. The film didn't just captivate audiences in South Korea, but it also dominated internationally, especially in Indonesia, where it set records for a Korean film opening. In Korea, Dark Nuns pulled in $3.9 million during its opening weekend, attracting over 160,000 viewers on its first day alone. For 3 consecutive days, it held the top spot at the Korean box office, proving that Hye Kyo's thriller era wasn't just a one-time success. Even though thrillers have been a game changer for her, Hye Kyo is looking to bring things full circle. During a recent photo call for the film, she shared her desire to return to her rom-com roots, something she hasn't done since her Full House days. Whatever it is that she does in the future, it's safe to say it's going to be a success.